Why is producer Tim doing that? He should probably stop.
It's SportsCenter with Jay and Dan, brought to you by Tim Hortons. Hawks and Leafs, a battle between the NHL's two high-scoring teams. Both have scored 15 goals in their first two games. The Leafs actually trailing for the first time this season. Man terrifies me. The bad bounces continue. Freddie Anderson's goal stick, it's stuck behind the net. What? The puck hit it. Jonathan Toews there to jam it home. Chicago's won 5 straight against Toronto. They're up 2-0 after 1. So Toronto's within 1. 4 left on the clock. The Leafs tie it at 3. This one needed overtime. That's a rocket of a release. Matthews with his second career overtime winner. Despite never leading once, the Leafs claw back to beat the Hawks, and Toronto stays undefeated as we welcome you into the show officially.
How about that to start this television program?
Yeah, that's how you start a Thanksgiving spectacle.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the remnants of your turkey. Just gnawing on the bones by yourself in front of the televisions.
A lot of turkey sandwiches and lunches on Tuesday.
Absolutely. And continue to enjoy that leftover turkey as we take you through the National Hockey League on Monday night and an all-Canadian matchup in Edmonton. It's the Oilers and Jets. Goaltending's been an issue for Winnipeg already this season. Already allowing 13 goals. Connor Hellebuyck making his first start. No Dustin Byfuglien on the blue line for him in this one. The Jets were up 2-0 after 1. And Draisaitl, after signing that big contract in the offseason, has his first of the season. Edmonton within 1. 40 seconds later, it's the Nuge. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Wow. He ties it. Second of the year for him. And it's a 2-2 hockey game. So Paul Maurice, not happy with that 40-second span, takes a timeout, and his top line would respond to Ehlers, and he's got the hat trick, second of his career. The Jets win for the first time this season. Both teams are 1-2.
4 playoff baseball games on Monday, 4 of them. And the only series that didn't have a chance of ending was the Cubs and Nats. The teams into Chicago tied at a game each in their best of 5. That's called an intro I put 0 effort into. Kyle Schwarber, he's tracking, he's got, he poached it. And then he boots it. A pooch, then a boot. It's a pooch boot. Murphy eases into third. Schwarber charged with 2 errors on the play. RBI double for Zimmerman. Nats take a 1-0 lead. Yeah, Schwarber, he knows what he's done. Rizzo 4 for 4 with runners in scoring position in the series as the Cubs win it, and they take a 2-1 series lead.
It's a 2-1 game.
All right, Astros and Red Sox. Series over. Stros reached their first LCS since 05, and in the clubhouse, Reddick is wearing an American flag set of skivvies. And the Stros are moving on.
Yankees looking to force a Game 5 against the Indians. Trevor Bauer starting on 3 days rest. Tossed 6 scoreless innings in Game 1. Yankees take it 7-3, and they even the series at 2. The first half of the NFL's Monday Nighter between the Bears and Vikings, stinkier than that turkey carcass of yours will be come Thursday. Luckily, it turned into an okay game at the end. Set up the game-winning field goal for Minnesota. That interception, the difference is the Vikings win.
Crank this music, man. Oh, no, this isn't the music. I thought it was. It's not the music I thought it was. No, not this side. No,
Okay.
no, the hockey side. No, never mind. That's Max Pacioretty. We've got the Montreal Canadiens on TSN2.
You wanted the hockey.
I wanted the hockey song.
So far in the NHL, it's the year of the hat trick. Alex Ovechkin spearheading that trend. He had a hattie in the Caps opener and a pants trick. That's 4 goals against the Habs Saturday night. If he was to get 3 more Monday night against the Lightning, he would become the first player in league history to ever have 3 hat tricks in 3 straight games. Only way to stop OV?
Whoever tripped Ovechkin.
He said, hey, I'm not sure which one of you guys tripped
He got
him.
tripped.
Hey, Brad, you might want to turn off your...
This is great.
Brad, you
I
might
don't know
want
who
to
it
turn that
was.
off.
We had to squeeze that in the show somewhere.
That was funny.
Is the winner. Ovi goalless. Bolts come back and take it 4-3.
New Jersey and Buffalo. Buffalo's allowed 8 goals in 2 games this season. A rough start for everyone in Buffalo, including the equipment manager. Kyle Oposo's jersey has an extra O. Kyle Oposo's jersey has an extra O. His first of 2. Sabres were booed off the ice after the second period.
Rask gives up 3 spots for the second straight game as the Bruins lose 4-0. Nail Yakupov. He still doesn't even have 60 goals in the NHL.
Good to see him, though.
Yeah.
Good to see him out there playing. Of course, our ticker is sponsored by Triple Decker Limos. You want a limo, and then you want another limo on top of it, and another limo on top of that. You call Triple Decker Limos. Tripper.
We saw the Avs there. We saw Yakupov. We didn't see Matt Duchene. Colorado Avalanche great Peter Forsberg believes the team has to get rid of Duchene. During a Swedish broadcast of the Avs game on Saturday, Hall of Famer said the team should bench and trade Duchene. Although he hasn't publicly demanded a trade, Duchene reported to camp saying he was only doing so to honor his contract. Duchene responded Monday saying, quote, I don't think it was meant to be anything personal. He and I have a great relationship, so I'm not taking it personally. I think he's just commenting on the situation. A lot can get lost in translation. End quote, lost in translation. Pretty good movie.
Awesome movie. I loved it. The Park Hyatt in Tokyo. Dan, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with TSN hockey analyst Jeff O'Neill.
Okay. Explain.
He said during the Maple Leafs broadcast, they were discussing this on TSN, and he said, Peter Forsberg's completely wrong. You have to have Matt Duchene in the lineup. You want to showcase him so other GMs can see him, see that he's playing very well, actually, and that maybe they might want to trade for him.
What if you have a really fancy car, you don't want to dent that car, and you just leave it in the garage, and you've got it for sale?
Are you looking? But how can people see it?
Just come by, take a peek.
So if only all the GMs would just come by the Pepsi Center, is it still called that? And take a peek. Dan, it's time for my favorite new segment on the show.
Ooh.
It's time to go raking the Leafs.
A lot of beheaded Leafs.
Look at all the Leafs there. We're raking. We're talking about them. You saw it earlier. The Leafs clawed their way back to beat the Blackhawks and win their 3rd straight game to start the season.
You're really big on this team.
Oh man, it's just exciting. Is it too much though? We were worried we were hyping this team up too much to start the season. Then they score all these goals. There's flaws though. There's flaws. Defensive issues on Saturday night.
And the other flaw is, to the rest of Canada, their annoyance meter at an all-time high.
It's true. It's true. At least they're good now though.
Yeah.
Because we'd be covering them this much even if they were bad. At least they're good.
Sunday night, a video surfaced showing Dolphins offensive line coach Chris Forrester snorting what appears to be the cocaines. On Monday, Miami's head coach addressed the situation. Imagine that phone call.
Ugh.
He did.
Awkward.
Forrester did release a statement saying, I'm resigning from my position with the Miami Dolphins and accept full responsibility for my actions. I want to apologize to the organization, and my sole focus is on getting the help that I need with the support of my family and medical professionals. A couple of lessons learned here. Don't do cocaine.
No, don't touch this stuff.
Secondly,
Don't pay your assistant coach. He was one of the highest paid assistants in the NFL. He made between $2.5 and $3 million a season.
wow.
No wonder he had a lot to spend his money on, I guess. And this is the problem. You're paying for potential, right?
It's out
You're
of
paying
control.
for potential.
Every NBAer now. You go down a lineup, you say, I've never heard of this human in my life, and he's making what?
I know. It's true. But LeBron, if you ask him, he says everyone's underpaid. So maybe Joel Embiid should be making more money.
You know who's really underpaid?
Who's that? Us? Big time. Big time. We are delivering for this network. Ready to open some cards?
Yeah, Tim Hortons. The cards are still for sale. $1 with your bevy, $1.99 without a bevy.
I'll say this. This is an obligation for us to do this on the show, and it's one of my favorite things to do. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Tim Hortons, for putting out these cards. We're having a blast. Oh, my God. Every time I always get...
We got a little
Didn't play
Dustin
tonight.
Byfuglien.
Didn't play tonight.
people will be asking to trade that one. We got
Speaking of things, they'll be asking.
a Mitch Marner,
Yeah, that's good, Tools. But look what I got here.
and then an Ovechkin.
Oh, that one's good. Oh, that's cool.
That one's really funky.
How about this one? I wonder. Yeah, Artie. Yeah, we wanted you to focus on this one. Artie's like,
Artie?
camera. Oh, we're not.
We're not going to that card?
Going to that.
Okay.
Time for the Jannies. Some of our favorite and least favorite plays of the night. Back to Sabres and Devils. Brian Gibbons sends it in front, goes off Stefan Neeson's face, allowing us to use our popular SportsCenter with Jay and Dan catchphrase, "That's using your face." Devils are 2-0.
Remember when Michael Beasley said, quote, talent-wise, I match up with Durant and LeBron? Well, he did this on Monday. He is out of control. Gets called for the offensive foul.
There's another reason the Knicks may be bad this year. Final seconds of the second quarter. Look at Jarrett Jack. You're going to make... Oh. You're going to make it. Oh. Somebody got a souvenir.
Chicago Bears on Monday, trailing 10-2 in the third, unable to get anything going offensively. It's a fake punt. Punter Pat O'Donnell passes to Benny Cunningham. He does the rest, going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, but they weren't done there with the trickery, Dan. Oh, John Fox, you old fox. Trubinsky to Jordan Howard to Zach Miller to Trubinsky. His nickname, Biscuit.
Flames and Ducks, Jared Bowl takes a hit from Sam Bennett, and linesman Brian Murphy goes in. Murphy taking a dump into the bench.
I'm sorry? Then check this out. Jared Bowl knocks a linesman Brian Murphy into the Flames bench. A little later, Murphy topples over. He'd eventually get it together. After watching that exciting finish in the Leafs-Blackhawks game on TSN Monday, I thought it might be time to play one of our favorite recurring games here on SportsCenter with Jay and Dan. Are they related? Today's contestants are, and this is courtesy of Chicago Blackhawks beat reporter Mark Lazarus, good friend, are Austin Matthews and Jack White related? Dan?
Or the same person.
They may be the same person. This is actually one of the closest matches we've ever had.
Yeah, well done.
All right. Good to have had you here this whole time, Dan. Dan, do you remember this weekend?
No,
How much fun
can I
we had?
forget?
Oh, man. We were at BMO Field for Jay and Dan Day at the Argos Riders game. Coming up after the break, we'll show you how much fun we had.
Sorry, I thought that was...
We didn't get a chance to hear this theme music earlier, so I thought we'd bring it back for this Pistons-Raptors promo. The regular season's just 10 days away. This is the penultimate preseason game for the Raptors. You can see it Tuesday. Detroit, Toronto, 7 Eastern. And well, after an incredible weekend in the CFL, a weekend that saw the Argos honor 2 local legends.
Is everyone having a great time? Yes!
Oh, what a weekend it was. Yeah, we got our turkey into us, and we got to spend all day together on Saturday.
It was fun.
Yeah, the Argos played host to the Riders on Saturday.
On Saturday, Trent Richardson and the Saskatchewan Roughriders head to Toronto to take on the Argonauts at 4 Eastern, and it is an extra special game. And why is that? Because it's Jay and Dan Day at BMO Field. This is an actual thing.
Yeah, people said, yeah, okay, whatever. No, this is actually happening.
This is serious.
It was Jay and Dan Day at BMO Field.
Dan's about to take his shirt off. Get ready. It's gonna get gross. Ma'am, how was it?
It was awesome.
Oh my, this one's clear. Come on up. Sir, how was your experience in there?
Very large.
Oh my God. What's going on with the landing strip on your chin?
Your show is 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, it's actually midnight.
Oh, let's hear it.
Do it.
I blew it? What? Come on. That's my line. Something smells good. I've always wanted a man to hand me a sausage. Dan's just eating chips right now. He's not ready to get into the sausages yet. How do I get out of this conversation? God, these chips are good, though. Yeah, who are you? Oh, yeah, I know you. Got a turkey cooking?
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, go for it. Burn that mouth.
Oh, my God, it's hot.
Tails. The call is tails. Dan? It is a tail.
I think Dan did pretty well. As well as can be expected. We want you to find a loved one, someone who's not related to you, and make out with them right now. Let's do it, Dan. Are you ready? Here we go. Kiss cam time.
Yeah. Get in there.
Ready?
Let's see a little. Yes. Come on now. Oh, we want something better than that.
That was not enough, sir. Okay. What would we do? Oh,
we got some tongue. We got some tongue.
Yes. That is nice. Whoa. Hey. Whoa. My goodness. Yes. Hey, look who's here. How are you? Are we taking off? Can we call the game?
Jay and Dan taking over in the booth.
Bridge is looking end zone.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown, Riders.
That is an awesome throw.
That was fun.
Yeah, Jay and Dan Day is over. I wish every day was Jay and Dan Day.
Ooh,
Great call on that Riders touchdown.
that guy was a little chilly.
Yeah, you a little nibblies showing.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that. Earlier Monday, Edmonton
Nipples are just a body part.
Oh, okay. Eskimos head coach Jason Moss was seen yelling into his headset after his team was penalized. Fans were not sure what he was yelling. You know what? We obtained the audio, though.
Gosh darn, you guys are doing a good flipping job. Holy flip. Thank you very much for your hard flipping work. I couldn't flip and do it without you flipped.
Jason Moss, positive guy.
Yeah. Still to come, from thanking both your wife and your girlfriend to LeVar talking Jordan. We're counting down the biggest turkeys of the year in the SportsCenter Top 10. It is the Bull Pod, the worst play of the day. Holland fourth-tier soccer. Oh no, he missed the. No problem selling advertising at that soccer.
No. How do we get our names on those billboards? Asks everyone in Holland. Highlight of the night time, Thomas Greiss got out of position, gets back and makes an outstanding save on Vladimir Sobotka. It's our highlight of the night.
Thanksgiving, the best of all the holidays. You just have to eat turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, then a bunch of other stuff you don't touch, turnips or something. Before we get to the top 10 turkeys in sports, let's see how Jay's Thanksgiving dinner went.
And I appreciate my friends also. My wife and my girlfriend. My wife. Yeah, I mean my wife. Yeah, sorry to say. I'm so sorry, my wife. Lizzo, I love you so much.
Let's go back to me massaging that turkey with my nails.
Bastian Schweinsteiger joined the MLS Chicago Fire back in March. He was asked this question.
Is it a fair expectation to see a clear pathway towards a World Cup competition come out of Chicago? Let me rephrase. Do you expect now that you're here, Bastian, that a World Cup goal for Chicago Fire is a realistic expectation?
Well, not the World Cup. We as a club don't play for the World Cup.
Boy, it's never good. That's what happens when we send the interns to ask the questions. Sam Decker, no! Let's go back to that turkey.
Tigers and Lions. Brian Burnham makes the easy touchdown catch. He's heir to the Burnham Mansion restaurant fortune from my hometown of Peterborough. Burnham Mansion now closed. Why was he so open? Defender ran into the goalpost.
Naomi Osaka hits a tennis ball into the stands. This grown man takes a ball away from a child. Sorry, little fella. He looks important, too. He's got a lanyard.
Cavs and Bucks, J.R. Smith leaves his man wide open to go say hi to Jason Terry on the Bucks bench. J.R. Smith's give a crap level?
It's very low. But in his defense, Jason Terry is a pretty cool guy. You'd want to say hi to him. Atlanta Braves held Beat the Freeze races at games this year. This fan had quite the lead.
Watch this, folks.
He looked like he was going to win it, but he celebrated just a smidge too early. Look at the Freeze coming on strong.
Beautiful. Look at the guy. He thought he was going to win. Exactly. Oh, that's where he belongs, right in the dirt. Look at the look on his face. What? What?
Makes it 3 in a row this year over his rival.
Hi. And Nadal, congratulations on your win, and I would like to know, how do you feel after the game, and if you're ready to give it another try?
I lost, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but it's a win anyway.
Pittsburgh's kicker Chris Boswell tries to get fancy. Old fancy foot McGee didn't work out. What about half a yard?
We talk about the GOAT here, the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, and you running your mouth talking about you gonna beat him one-on-one. Why would you say something so blasphemous?
In my heyday,
blasphemous.
he would need help.
Really?
He's too small. His name is big, and y'all like, it was a 5-on-5 game, he good. One-on-one, I'm undefeated, never lost.
What the Lakers gonna do this year, man?
50-plus wins.
You must be. What? What did you just? What did you just say? Wait, have you?
He can fit 50 out of 80 games.
I'm gonna get somebody drug test you. I'm gonna get somebody drug test you.
It's good TV. Can we see the turkey again, Tim? There it is. Get in on there. That's butter I'm rubbing in there on the top?
Yeah, butter that bird up.
I'm buttering the turkey.
One v1 time. You know the ingredients. Starts with the guts, then you throw the glory in, then you end up with a round. Start with your challenger. The winner will be revealed Tuesday. Where? When? Well, you just have to tune in and find out.
You Blew It is our popular segment where we point out our errors. I was not able to get my card in the previous segment. Who was the Tim Hortons card? Austin Matthews, who scored the game-winning goal in overtime for the Maple Leafs on Monday night.
You had two other ones, too.
I had two others. I said Mitch Trubinsky, not Trubisky, in the Tim Hortons drive-thru. And most importantly, Dan, I'd just like to mention something that happened earlier. A little sock problem there. Oh, socky.
The elastics aren't good enough on those socks. You also had a Sidney Crosby and a Jeff Skinner.
Jeff Skinner had a great year last year. Fantastic year.
Yeah. And you also blew it on your turkey. Did you ever cook that turkey, or you just eat it raw?
I put it on the barbecue, and I have to tell you, it was delicious. But the key is massaging those butter sticks in. And make sure you paint your nails before you do it.
Oh, get in there.
Carrot in there. Maybe a stalk of celery, too.